What is up, everybody? Back with some more Fight Night action. I am the young George Foreman taking on Mike Tyson. He's 128 and 231. So he had a high quit percentage, so I knew he wasn't going to be a good player at this game. So I said, let me take this opportunity to be young George Foreman, because George Foreman isn't all that great in this game. It's really tough for him to get hooks and uppercuts off. His straights, his 1-2 are fantastic, and his power is great, but it's really tough to throw anything other than the straights, the 1s and the 2s. So as you can see here, I kind of let him gas out a little bit. He's throwing a lot of punches, and I'm just basically working that 1-2. So when you're in a matchup like this and you just let him punch, you know, I don't throw much. I throw a 1-2 here and there just to keep my stamina up. If you're constantly throwing like this guy, there's no way you can win the fight unless you get that one-hitter quitter, the knockout punch.
How about that left hand? He just missed that shot up top. Right back to the midsection.
The other thing is George Foreman, the young George Foreman, and I think the older version of George Foreman in this game, the jab that they throw, it's maxed out, so it's a 20 out of 20. So it's a very effective punch. So yes, I'm keeping him at bay, I'm letting him gas out, but I'm also landing a very powerful jab, a maxed out jab.
Foreman's putting forth a great combination there. Nice solid left hand scored by George Foreman. The way these two are going at it early on, they're going to break the punch stat computer.
It's also pretty tough to block with George Foreman. A lot of punches are getting through that normally wouldn't get through with other characters that I use in the game. Yeah, I mean, he's got some dynamite in his hands when he throws certain punches, but he's not all that good of a character. So round one, I did a lot of work with the jab. I restored 7% stamina. I think it was at like 92-ish. I saw that right. 92% stamina.
Yeah, they do a great job. They allow us to go.
I mean, I didn't anticipate this to last very long once I start throwing punches other than the 1 and the 2.
Back there, of course, Mike, Brian, all those guys. We appreciate you very much, and we're not taking you out to dinner tonight.
Off the target by Mike Tyson. Solid left hand to the head.
So the other thing is, it's like when you're blocking, you never want to hold the block for more than 2 seconds, because when you do that, that's when punches start getting through. So I will put my guard up 1-2, I'll release, I'll either re-engage the block, or I'll throw a jab, or I'll get out of the pocket. I never hold the block button for more than 2 seconds. It's usually a 1-2 count and do something.
A nice, crisp combination by George Foreman. Nice work, the left hand to the head. Foreman's showcasing one of the best weapons you can have, especially early on in a fight, to set the tone, and that is the jab.
Yeah, and he's showing that it does more than just set up other punches and, just, snap your head back. It disrupts everything.
So now I can see that the right hand is starting to land more often, so I'm going to throw it more often. I think his guard is broken down a little bit, and I got stung with an uppercut right there. Yep, and he sent me down. What was that, like 6 uppercuts in a row? So this happens, especially when you're George Foreman. You don't have that great head movement. You get caught, and he caught me. Mike Tyson is always dangerous at any point. He could be completely drained of stamina, and he's still dangerous. So you still have to be careful regardless of what you're doing. You still have to be careful with Mike Tyson, because one punch and that could be it.
Gotta love the work by George Foreman. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. End of that round, and the knockdown was scored. Now, Teddy, the fighter who was floored, how do you treat him? Do you go soft on him when he comes back, or do you get right in his face? What's the way to approach it?
You have to know your fighter. You have to know the temperament of your fighter. Some guys, they just kind of roll up into a ball, and they don't come out of it if you get too strong with them. Other guys
I think this is the
react
point
well
where
to
he
that, so
starts to
you
get
gotta know what he
frustrated.
reacts to, first of all.
Like you can
And
see,
the
he's
most
just
important
mashing
thing,
buttons at this
you have
point.
to get
He's getting frustrated with the
information.
jab and the one and the two that
You
just
have
keep
your head
landing.
down, you got
Like the
hit
jab
hook,
is splitting his
get your
guard
head
almost
up,
every punch
you'll be
at this
okay.
point. And so I think he gets
Foreman's
desperate
trying to
here.
steady himself in this round
As you can
after
see, he
being
starts
knocked
throwing a
down
lot
in
of
the previous
uppercuts, and
round.
he's definitely throwing power shots. You can tell by the way he angles the punch. So he threw a couple power punches there, missed, brought his stamina all the way down, and then boom, there's that wide open 1-2 combination. So
Get up, man. 1, 2. Down he goes. Now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on, kill a little time.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round, that right hand over the top.
So he's just in full-out attack mode now. He's getting frustrated. He's trying to throw the headbutt. Just keep pumping him with the jab. Like I said, it's a maxed-out jab, so even the jab alone itself is doing damage on top of all the energy he's exerting by throwing all these punches, too. So it really wears him down pretty quickly.
Let's see how they finish it up. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. He got hit, but he sends it right back. You see how effective, you see how much you can control the fight with a jab. That was well done by Mike Tyson. He has found his groove with this right hand. Good way to protect the midsection.
So I catch him with the 1-2, rocks him, sends him back. Now, I don't want to try and do too much because I know he's just about done. And even if he gets out of this, which he did, I think. Yep, he did. I know that the end is right around the corner for him because I hit him with a straight and he was completely rocked by it. So we know what's coming up, right?
They've traded knockdowns. Now you have them up 2 rounds to 1, Teddy. What's your thinking there?
My thinking is that the corners, they have indigestion. You know, they're looking for a little Maalox or something to settle their stomachs. But the audience, they're having a good time because they know it can happen again.
Really frustrating his opponent now. Foreman's so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now, if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave an opening.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Sets up that right hand with the jab. Come on, champ. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Mike Tyson stumbles back. He just got hurt. There it is. Of course, Mike Tyson has a history with being down, but not necessarily out.
So we finish him off with the 1-2 to the body. Like he was doomed from the start. Like first off, he's throwing way too many punches. He's not effective with his punches and just completely gassed, right? So I don't even know why he bothered to get up. Like there's no possible way you can win this fight. He gets up for whatever reason, only to be sent right back down, and that's all she wrote.
Now, if he just stands there straight and you're the trainer, you better get up on those steps and stop it. He's not right.
Jab and a straight by George Foreman. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left-hand score. That was not well targeted by Mike Tyson. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
He's committed to the combination punching now, and it's working out well up top. Tyson's able to avoid that punch. Tyson's stunned, and he is hurt. And yet another big shot comes in. That was a big shot.
So that was just a jab that completely phased him, which is kind of unusual. But like I said, when you have a 20 maxed out jab, crazy stuff can happen.
5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, man, get up to your feet. And there's the bell. Can you believe that? He was saved by the bell. Teddy, you've been in a spot like this before as a trainer.
Right now, you know what? What do you spend time on? You want to spend time on telling him why he got in that spot, why he got hit.
Did you see that? Well, he's been there before, and now he's there again. He got floored.
You can't afford to keep going on that floor. You have to wonder when the referee's going to step in now and stop this.
Come on, baby.